Hey everybody, Jason here at Quick Lock Holsters. Today I'm making a video and I'm going to show you how to make a permanent board with the QLH split molds. So once you get your split mold, today we're going to be doing the shield. So once you get your split mold, you can prep your mold however you like to prep it. The new splits, the shield, the Glock 19, a lot of the lighted stuff, they're going to come pre-blocked, so everything is going to be channeled and ready for you. So the first step, what you want is find yourself some, I like to use HDPE. This is a 1/2 inch HDPE. I got at a local plastics place. So you're kind of on your own to find whatever you can. So what you want to do first is measure out your width of your sight channel. Everybody's going to be making their sight channels a little different. I like to have mine on a small gun like this at a 1 1/16 of an inch separation. So I've drawn some lines and those are ready to go. What I also like to do is remove the sight channels that I put on for the splits. So I'm going to go over to the bandsaw and remove those. Okay, back from the bandsaw, and I have removed the sight channels. So what you want to do next is lay them out on your board, however you want to position them, and make sure that you are matched up to your lines and you are straight across. It helps to draw guidelines on your boards. So I'm going to make this roughly come off 1 inch from the bottom. And I'm going to draw a straight line as my guide. There we go. Now I'll be able to position the bottoms of the mold and have everything even. So the next step, what you want to do is temporarily fix these. So you can use things, glue, double-sided sticky tape. I like this stuff. It holds pretty well. If you have an HD vacuum former, I like to put the double-sided sticky tape down on there and then put it in the former, and it sucks out all the air and gets a really good seal for it, just so you can drill your holes. So I'm going to do that and be right back. Okay, so I've got the double-sided sticky tape in between the molds and the HDPE, and I put it in the HD vacuum former to help put pressure on it to give me a nice good seal. It often helps to clean the bottom sides of the mold with acetone or any other sort. I do a lot of auto maintenance, so I have carb cleaner, and that works really well. So at this point, you'll need to drill holes, and the way you want to drill your holes is, what I like to use is a V pattern inside the mold. So as you are doing this, you want to angle your holes to where you have a V on the back side and the front side of the molds. And I'll take you over to the drill press and we'll set that up and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we're at the drill press and I have marked, as you can see that I have marked 6 holes, 3 per side, and the drill bit I'm using is a 5/16 drill bit because I'm going to insert in those holes a 5/16 dowel in those holes. And so however you want to set your jig up or however you want to drill your holes, as long as they get a nice V pattern, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I want to put the board at an angle on the front side, and this is the front side of the mold right now. So I want to drill the holes, and I only want to go so deep. So I put this tape. Let me see if I can bring it a little closer so you can see it. So I put this blue tape on there to give me a depth gauge, just so I don't overextend it and drill all the way through. We don't want that. So go ahead and drill these holes. Alright, so you're going to see some of that dust, which is fine. Wipe that stuff away. But now when you see the dust, you'll know that you're inside your molds. As long as you don't go all the way through, you're fine. You want to give it some depth. So I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to drill the remaining holes. Alright, just to let everybody know, first and foremost, safety first. Forgot to mention it to start with, but a respirator is very good. This stuff, you don't necessarily want to breathe all that dust that it comes off of this thing. So, safety first. Okay, so when you're done drilling your holes, you should have clean holes. Get a closer view of that. Clean holes in your mold that match up perfectly to the holes you drilled in your HDPE or your board. Next, you want to clean up any debris that may be in between your molds and your board, and any lips that you may find from drilling your hole. Some more of this cleaner. Alright, once everything is clean, clean the back sides of your molds as well. Make sure everything's cleaned up. Alright, then you'll take your 5/16 dowel and make little pins, about 3/4 of an inch, since I'm using 1/2 inch HDPE and I'm about 1/4 inch deep on my molds. So about 3/4 inch dowels. So from here, you flip your board upside down. You can insert your pins to get them started. And you want to make sure that you have a tight fit on all of these. Alright, so my pins are started. I like to use Loctite Professional Liquid Super Glue. This stuff loves it. So does wood and HDPE. So you can put some dabs on the bottom side to help with the adhesion, and then drop it into your holes. From here, there we go. Once they're seated, push my pins in all the way. And there you go. You can clamp your molds down. There you go. You can clamp your molds down just so they don't move. While you get your pins set in place. And then let the glue dry. This stuff dries rather quickly, but I think a good hour of sitting under clamping pressure will be sufficient. So that's how I like to make my split boards, permanent split boards.